Hi, my dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever watching this video at whatever time. I hope all people are doing good. I'm also good because after the COVID situation, it's very important thing to be good, right? So it's giving me an immense pleasure to be here and discuss about the topic, okay, with the from a commerce stream that is accountancy. But before jumping to the topic, to the subject, let me introduce myself to you very quickly. Okay, so you also get to know who am I and whatever, right? Hi, my name is Sonal Tulsyan and I'm from Kolkata. It's been approx 9 years, 9+ years. I have been coaching, tutoring to different students, different commerce stream like class 11, 12, BCom, then CACS as well, the professional people, right? So I have taught more than around 500 plus students, and I'm very much grateful for to the God, obviously, and to my families, those who have given me a chance to be here. So, let me quickly share my journey with you. It's not that I want to be into this profession or I'm like I've chosen this profession like this. No. Earlier, I was working with Ernest and Young, that is the CA departments and all, the internal audits department. But after my work also, I've been paid so high, but after that also I was not at all satisfied, like after my work, like at the end of the day what I have done. But simultaneously I was so lucky enough that I got a chance to teach to the students, some students I should mention that. And that gives me a pleasure basically to teach to the students. That brings a smile on my face at the end of the day. Oh, I have taught so many students, that they are going home, the concept is clear and everything. So I thought, why to quit, why should I am in this job, what I'm doing. So I quit my job and I took this as the coaching thing, as my full-time thing. And I said, no, I'll coach to the students, I'll teach them. And interacting with the students, I say that I get an ideas from them. They also get ideas, and I also get ideas, lots of ideas from the young generations, from you people, right? So I have chosen this and I'm loving it. So, and I'm very much thankful at the end of the day that I am here to represent you and teach you about the topic, that is an accountancy. So hi students again. So I'll tell you how to learn accountancy with me, Sonal Tulsyan. Let's quickly start. Accountancy introduction. What is accountancy? Right? We have been studying, oh, we want to study accounts, we want to study accounts. But what is accountancy? Right? It's a systematic process. Why it is said that it is a systematic process? It should have been named something else, but why systematic process? Because always there is a system to be followed. We cannot go like in a haphazard manner, right? Like we wake up in the morning, what we do, we wake up, we go to washroom, we brush our teeth, take bath, come from the breakfast. This is a systematic process. If you disturb the system, it is not going to work. Similarly, accountancy is a systematic process. What is the systematic process of? It comprises of 7 points. First, identifying. Second, measuring. Third, recording. Fourth, classifying. Fifth, summarizing. Sixth is analysis and interpretation. Seventh is communicating. To whom we are going to do all these things? What? This is a financial information to the users, right? Coming quickly for the identification part. What is identification? What to identify, right? We are coming across so many things around us, but we should know now what we should identify. We should identify financial transactions and events. Understood? Financial transactions. But what is financial transactions, ma'am? You haven't taught us. What is event? Is this the event manager or something, or a garba dance or something like that? Wedding events? No, not at all. Financial transaction means those transactions which we can measure in terms of money, where money is related, okay? And those events which are a part of our economic activities, that is a business related, not related to talking to your friends, roaming here and there about. It is activity, but definitely not the economic activities. So I'm giving you a quick idea about what is economic activities. See, our country, whoever country, whatever it is, we need to run the country. So we need to do the business transactions. We need to do those transactions which increases the monetary value of the country, right? So that is the economic activities, business related. For example, I'm going to a shop, I'm purchasing a raw material, okay? Then I am not a consumer, right? I am the retailer. I want to resell it. So I am selling those goods, those finished goods to the second person. So this is a business. Suppose I have taken 100 rupees, I've purchased 100 rupees of raw material and I'm selling it as 150 rupees. So I'm getting a gain, a profit of 50 rupees, right? That is called what? This business activities where I am earning some profit. So how you can identify whether it's a business transactions or it is not? Obviously, you get to a shop, you ask for a bill, you ask for a receipt. What's the proof that you have shopped from my shop? Suppose you want to return something. So if you come, I have purchased from your shop. How I can guarantee that you have purchased from me? Obviously, show me a receipt. So this is an example of a receipt which I have attached to it. You can see that I've purchased t-shirt, watches, pants, socks, and total amount is this. I've paid from bank, right? And I've got this change. So this is kind of a receipt which we need to keep. So this is the whole about identification. We discuss the second process, that is measuring, right? We have heard this word measuring. What to measure? You need to measure some kg, some oil, some water, some goods, some services. No, measuring means what? Weighing, right? But here weighing does not mean that you have to do it in a mass form, right? Measuring means identified transactions which we have identified as in business activities, right? In terms of a common measurement unit. Why I have written the word common measurement unit? You need to understand this. Common means that is being identified by all, that is being used universal. It's not that it is being used in India, some other countries can't use it, some other countries don't know it. It's not like that. Common measurement unit means those unit, those currency, right, which we know. Suppose we are purchasing some goods in India. Obviously we are paying in terms of rupees, but if you will go to USA, you need to pay there in terms of dollar. So people there, if you're purchasing in dollar, what you will do? You will go to the currency exchange, you will go give your rupees to them and they will give you in dollars in exchange, right? In this way, the currency is being known all over the country, all over the world, right? So this is a common measurement unit. Anything, suppose I told you we go and purchase the things from the store, this is a business transaction. Obviously this is a business transaction, but suppose that shopkeeper is your father. You purchased the thing, that's very good. You sold it to your friend, that's very good. He was not aware of that. And this is a transaction, business transaction. But do you think that this transaction is a business transaction? No, it's not a business transaction, because we cannot record in books of account, right? This has no value. This has no value, right? So example, events like appointment of manager. So see, we are appointing manager for our company, for our to do the things, simplified things. But here it is not related to money. We are not doing any business. We are not paying him a money right there. Okay, we are not paying there is a money, right? So what is this? That is an appointment of a manager, is not related to money. Okay, so measuring is what? Measuring is what? Measuring is a common measurement unit which you need. What? You need a currency to measure it, first of all. Second thing, you must see that what effects that is to you. Is it affecting your business? It is related to your business. Like appointment of manager is nowhere related to the business thing, nowhere related to the transaction between the parties. Clear? Now coming to the third topic, which is recording. Recording. You have heard this word multiple of times, right? Recording in studios, recording a song, talking to someone, recording. So what it does? What it does? Why we, suppose I'm talking to you, you're recording my lectures, right? You're recording the things. So what is that? What is that? You know that human memory, we are not that well equipped to remember everything in our head. Obviously human intelligence is the great thing, Okay, with the help of our intelligence, many technologies have invented, but it does not mean, dear, this will store everything in head for a couple of years, especially the business transactions. You know that suppose Reliance, Amani Group, Tata, everything, in one day, crores and crores of transactions are done. So it is not possible for Mukesh Ambani to remember everything in his head until and unless something is being recorded in a paper, right? Right? So where we should record? Do we record in our laptop? Do we record? We need some books somewhere. So you know that he books of an original entry, it is called. It is not that book which you are reading, like simply accounts and all, it's been piled up. No, nothing like that. It's a one general book is there, okay, with the accountant, those is recording the transactions. Which transactions? Which we have studied in the previous slides about the business transactions, which we can record in terms of money, which we can record in terms of unit, right? Those transactions are being recorded. Okay, and that is called what? Journal. It's the name is the journal, where we record initially. This is the first step in accountancy, that we record the business transaction first. Then after that, everything goes. So suppose, mean to say that in first step in recording, you have done something wrong. For example, I'll explain you how. See, suppose I have purchased something, I've purchased one thing from a store that cost rupees 1 lakh. Okay, so I have purchased goods of rupees 1 lakh. Okay, but instead of maintaining, I'm writing in journal. I'm writing, this is a book in a journal. Okay, journal as a format that in books of whom we are doing. Suppose I'm doing in books of Reliance. So in books of RLL, for the year ended whom? Achha, one thing more, we prepare accounts for, for 1 year. We prepare accounts, we submit the financial statements to the user. That financial statements I'll come later on to the part. Monthly, quarterly, yearly. But yearly is called what? Financial statement. And what is the financial year means? You might have heard in budgets. Okay, budget is coming, financial year is coming. What is financial year? It begins from 1st April and it ends 31st March every year. Many companies also follow accounting year as in calendar year. For example, 1st January is the starting and it ends to the 31st December. Okay, so you can practice it upon you. It is upon you. It is my company, I'll keep calendar year. It is your company, you can keep as a financial year, like April to March. You have to give that in a notes of accounts. Okay, I am following this as my financial year, accounting year. Coming to the part of journal, suppose I have to give this heading, whose books I'm recording. I'm recording my book, your book. I'm recording the books of Reliance for the year ended, for the year ended, suppose 31st March, like this. Okay, so goods I have purchased of 1 lakh from nothing. It's in cash, suppose. In cash I have purchased. Okay, so if I'm not recording this transaction, okay, so obviously it will have a big impact. Suppose 1 lakh, it can be 1 crore also. 10 rupees is not that material when you have a turnover of crores and millions and billions, but definitely lakh crores will impact the business transactions, right? So if suppose I'm recording a goods I've purchased, so purchases account debit. I'll quickly come to this, how I'm doing this. To cash I've purchased, right? Instead of writing over here 1 lakh, by mistake I have written only 10,000, suppose. So 1 0 can impact everything to your accounts. The end of the accounts, it will impact, right? So we must be very careful while doing the entry, data entry, or while recording in a journal, the correct rupees, correct value, I mean. Suppose, and I have also told you about the measurement. Suppose if it was not rupees, right? Suppose I have mentioned goods of rupees 1 lakh in cash. Okay, while recording I have not mentioned it is rupees or it is dollar. Okay, what happens is that I have the transaction was done in terms of rupees, but I have recorded in terms of dollar. Now you understand what is the huge difference, right? 1 lakh and $10,000. So this is an importance of measurement in unit. You have to be very much precise related to unit. Either it is a rupees, it's a pound, it's a dollar, or whatever. So this is a journal format, And also here we write the narration about this. Like we write the narration why? Just to describe whom this transaction was done to, in what regard it was done to. Okay, so I have purchased the goods and I have given a cash. Okay, this ledger part, this journal part is a totally separate topic, where you will get to know how the things are being recorded and what is the rules of recording the things. Okay, I have just given you a this layman idea ki what is basically how we record this, right? So coming to the part of recording, right? So where we record in the books of journal, okay, where all the business transactions are recorded first, and then it goes to the ledger and forms the trial balance. Okay, so yeah, so recording further books are, as I explained you, cash book for cash transaction where all cash transactions are done, purchase book where all credit purchases are done. As I explained you that see, all this business, big ventures, they are not doing everything on cash basis, right? 1 crore, 1 million of transactions are not done on cash basis. There has to be some credit given to them for 60 days, 90 days, they can make the payment. So all those credit purchases goes to the purchase book. All this credit sale also, as a company, as a person, you have to give things on credit to the person, right? For 60 days, 90 days, 180 days, depending upon your terms. So that is all recorded in the sale book. So after quickly recording the things, we have to classify the things, right? Next process after recording is classifying, right? What it is, right? After recording the journal, everything correctly, the units, the amount, we should segregate the transaction where it should go. We should classify the transactions. It is related to what nature, it is related to what name. So grouping all the transactions at one place and posting to the respective account that is called ledger. For example, I told you in the previous question, I have passed an entry, goods are purchased of rupees 1 lakh. So there involves the two accounts. One was purchase and one was cash. So we will post the entry, all the purchase related to the purchases account and cash related to the cash account. Here you can see an example, cash, office supplies, office equipments. What is the use of the ledger? Ledger means, suppose Sonal's account in the ledger means all the business transactions, all the transactions related to the Sonal are posted in my Sonal's ledger account, where if I want to see, any management people want to see, anyone want to see what transactions we have done throughout the year with the Sonal. So just simply click on the Sonal, just open it, we'll have quickly the things. Okay, if this transaction is done with the Sonal, whatever is due to Sonal, it will reflect. Whatever is due from Sonal will reflect. At the end of this, I'll surely show you the tally thing, how it works, because these days we are not maintaining that Bahi Khata, or that is called Bada Bada Khata, right? It is not maintaining that. Munimji was there previous time, but now that has been modified and called as an accountant. So we use the software Tally, somewhere use the software SIP and all, right? So SAP, sorry, and then all we use is the software to record the transaction. I'll show you the Tally, how it works. Okay. So after classifying the things, quickly we'll record to the summarizing. Now we have identified the thing, we have measured the thing, we have measured the transactions, we have recorded the transactions in general, we have classified in the ledger form. Then classification of data, we will collect all the ledgers, different people, different accounts has been created, ledger accounts have been created. Now we need to summarize it. For example, here you can see in my slideshow, cash account 24550 debit. This means cash account is having a balance, debit balance, positive balance, right? Cash is an asset, so it is positive balance. Consultancy fees receivable, this is again an asset debit side which is going to receive to us. Supplies, equipment, notes payable, you need to pay to someone, that is a liability, that's fine, credit side. So all these accounts, respective accounts, are being summarized at one place. And cash account is final balance. This is a year end. This has been prepared at the year end, where you can see that during the year, how many transactions are done. Some is positive. Suppose you have received a cash, that is a positive. You have given cash, that is a negative. So positive, negative, debit, credit comes to final balance at the year end. That is a debit balance. That is a positive balance. This rules, debit, credit, I'll discuss in the next class of ledger or journal things, where it has been discussed summarizedly with the respective head, what is cash account, what is receivable account, what is asset, what is liability. All these are accounting terms, like we learn ABCD in English. So definitely this is an ABCD of accounts. But first of all, in this, we are obviously we are discussing about what is accountancy, how it works. So data should be make that understandable to the user. So they need to analyze, they need to just see the summary and see, okay, this information is useful to them. Users will discuss in the next slides what is internal and external users. Now, how to summarize? This is a trial balance, cash, consultancy fee services, where you get all the balances at the end. From this, you pull out the balances. Cash will go to balance sheet, consultancy fees will go to balance sheet, salary will go to profit and loss. Like this, we segregate, right? We prepare trial after that we prepare trading and PL account, then we prepare balance sheet. Trading and PL account has been prepared for those industries, trading account, those who are into manufacturing the field. If you're not manufacturing, only you are retailing the things, you're like taking goods and selling them like that, you prepare only profit and loss account, right? And at the end of the day, we prepare balance sheet. What is balance sheet? Right? Balance sheet gives you the transactions like, tarazu, debit, credit, how your things are, like what your business transactions you have done throughout the years, what is the impact, what is your asset, that means which is going to help you in future. Asset is something which is going to help you in future. Liability is something which you need to pay off, your burden, this is the liability you need to pay off. An asset is something which is going to help you to pay off your liabilities, right? And the profit is what? It is the reward which you earn from the risk you take doing all this business, right? So in this way it goes. So to give this gives a better understanding to the user. Obviously user means, I'll discuss, I told you that key, this is the impact of all the transactions I have done. This is my business transactions. At the end of the year, I have lost this much, I have profit this much, I have to take this much from the creditors, I have to take from the debtors, sorry, I have to give them to the creditors. Gives an idea, right? So this total trial balance, trading, balance sheet, these are called financial accounts or the financial statements. I hope it's clear. Coming to the summarizing, it's analysis and interpretation. Okay, second last part of it. After preparations of final accounts, we need to analyze, the user need to analyze. Okay, it comes the need to the user to analyze and interpret. What interpret, what analyze, why it is so important, right? It is very much important for a company, for Reliance. If they don't know what is happening in the company, Mukesh Ambani does not go and check every desk, hello, what is the business transaction, kya kiya tumne, what is this and that. It's not going to work, right? They don't have a time. They are so much busy in doing the business meetings and all, bringing the business into the business, right? Bringing business to the company. So obviously they need a summarized way where they can just go through once, okay, and just get a knowledge. Okay, my company is at this level. They can make the plans in the future. My company is at this profit. I need to rise to this profit. You have seen Reliance, how it's been working for so many years, Dhirubhai Ambani, which he created, and now it's run by the sons, right? So how it's been, they have taken it to. It's all required of planning. If you do not plan in your life, you are going to stand nowhere. So any company, if they want to go in a long run, if they want to earn a good profit, they want to survive in this competitive market, they need to plan the things, and they need to sort out the difference between what they have planned this year and what it has gone to. What is the standard plan and what the actual plan works for them. They need to find out the difference. So this financial statements give them a clarity to the management, that what policies need to be taken, what policies need to be framed, right? Communicating. What is communicating? This is the last and the most vital step. Okay, if you have data but plans and everything is ready, but if you fail to communicate on right time to the right users, then it is all waste, right? I have all ideas in my head, everything is there in my head, but I failed to write my exam papers. I failed to communicate to the examiner that I'm so much intelligent. I know that degree, I want that degree, I want to be promoted. How will that examiner know? Obviously you need to communicate. Communication is very important step in each and every field. It's accountancy, it's any business in anywhere, right? Communication is very much important, and it is the last step to communicate this financial data to the users. So who are the users? Users are basically two people, internal and external. Internal people means your own people of the company. Mukesh Ambani, board of directors, chairman, manager, supervisor, your junior staffs, your lower management, everyone, internal people, right? You need to communicate what's going on in company, what's happening in the company, what the data need to be done. And who are the external people? External people, obviously, in the country, you cannot do the business like this. There has to be government. You need to pay the taxes to them. SEBI, where you need, if your shares are registered at Reliance, Tata, so you need to send those your documents and financial statements to the stock exchange people, the SEBI people, the creditors whom you need to pay them, legal people. There are so many legal compliances, GST compliances that come, and import duties. Every people you need to the investors, why they will invest in your company. If that you that share market, you know about the share market, you might have heard why people invest. They see, okay, financial position is very good, giving a good dividend, earning a good profit. This company is going to go in a long run. Let's invest there. So this is the importance of financial statement. This is the importance of the accounting, and it should be done step by step. You know that the company who does not plan properly, who does problems in accounts, who has less expertise people, those who don't know about accounting and all, or there are loopholes there. So the company does not work. Satyam scam was there. You know that Satyam has gone down, and many other companies, those who have failed drastically because of their poor management, because of their poor accounting things, because of the poor accounting techniques. So we should know how to do accounts and how to prepare this step by step, and how to communicate the financial data to the users. It's very much important. I hope this knowledge is about the accounts, what is this subject all about, what we do in accounts, what we opt for accounts is clear, little bit clear to you, or more clear to you using this. And if you do like this, I'll definitely go with the next topic. We'll study about the next thing very clearly with live examples, with more examples. Okay. And at the last, thank you so much. So I hope the things are clear to everyone, those who are listening to this lecture. And if you do like my method of teaching, the way of explanations and the content it's getting into your head, so please go to my profile, visit my profile, and do share with your friends also. Also reach out to me through text, through calls, through messages, whatever you may be, you can. Okay, so bye everyone. Hope it helps. Thank you so much for again giving me an opportunity to come over here and share my views. Thank you.